The theme, Redefining Leadership, captures the essence of what the Toigo Foundation is about. By bringing a generation of leaders and a new way of thinking about diversity and inclusion in the finance industry, we are changing the face of finance. We are redefining leadership. We reached out to a broad mix of leaders in a mix of industries from finance to entertainment to government officials for their perspectives on leadership, why diversity matters, and the amazing returns that can be realized when teams with diverse experiences and points of view work together to tackle challenges. What we heard were responses as diverse and thoughtful as the leaders themselves. I hope that you will find their insights inspiring and carry them, the essence of what Toigo stands for and its efforts to redefine leadership forward with you in your own organizations.
I think diversity and inclusion in the finance industry matters very much because without it, you don't infuse our wealth into the communities that need it most. And without doing that, you have a two-tiered system which will never lead to a strong country.
The Toigo Foundation has played an extraordinarily important role in sharing with the financial community the reality that there is immense talent available in the diverse communities of the African American, Latino, Native American, and Asian American populations of this country. And they have brought those talented young people to Wall Street's attention. And Wall Street has benefited, and so has the country.
Without Toigo, we wouldn't have experienced the extraordinary progress we've experienced over the last couple of decades. Toigo reaches deep into our communities, makes sure that we acknowledge individuals of promise, takes the next important step by giving them the financial opportunities to make sure that they can get the best education possible. Then they next create the network and mentoring opportunities to make sure they get the substantive knowledge and ability and relationships that will transform not only their careers, but the financial field. And by Toigo's work, we've all benefited significantly.
There's a lot of young people who know that they have the grades. They know that they're smart, but they also know they may never get an opportunity to show somebody how smart they are because they don't have the financial means to go to college. They don't have anybody believing in them but themselves.
Increasingly, firms in all sectors, especially finance, are realizing the competitive benefits of a diverse workforce. Smart, forward-thinking organizations want to recruit and retain talent that reflects the markets they serve. Increasingly, these markets include African Americans, Latinos, Asians, and Native Americans, all demographic groups that represent significant market sectors with escalating purchase power.
I think one of the roles that the plan sponsor can play in fostering diversity on Wall Street and throughout the industry is to begin to remove some of the artificial barriers in evaluating the merits of prospective vendors that have traditionally used criteria that had given a disproportionate number of majority firms a competitive advantage at the expense of the next generation of entrepreneurs in the industry, and I believe our bottom line.
The one quality that defines a great leader is the ability to give of yourself, to find yourself enhancing other people's lives.
Toigo's looking to redefine leadership by changing the paradigm. I think Toigo's challenging us to look at different avenues to fill the void in leadership positions that are so desperately looking to be filled in business today with new faces that can potentially make an incredible contribution to the business landscape as a whole.
If we had more people focus on what's ethical, what is right, as opposed to just the bottom line, I think that it would add to those in the financial world these days. There are a number of people who do that. And I think, the Toigo Fellows and the Toigo Foundation helps to also focus on ethics. And I think that's important in teaching not just how to make money, but how to make money in the right way.
With leadership at the corner of our work and mission for the last 20 years, Toigo has served as a catalyst and resource for minority professionals earning an MBA and pursuing careers in finance, as well as a partner to finance organizations committed to hiring diverse talent. Formalized through the delivery of our leadership development program, APEX, Advancing Professional Excellence, we are introducing a new model of leadership which we have defined as the Toigo Leader.
Toigo Foundation has been probably the most vital component of my transition through business school into a career in finance. I can't imagine having had the opportunities that I've had working with CalPERS last summer and now joining Deutsche Asset Management, an international organization, without the Toigo Foundation.
Success for the Robert Toigo Foundation can simply be defined as creating as much opportunity as possible for diversity and including those of color, women, and other minorities in our industry as soon as possible.
Toigo is providing a platform for people who are generally underrepresented within finance to have a voice and to have a coalition of people willing to help each other out.
One of the things Toigo has done, I think, is created a synergy between the individual and the organization that has never been done before in the history of Wall Street.
The foundation has done an absolutely fabulous job in terms of raising awareness and in terms of putting diversity into the marketplace. I mean, the number of fellows that exist from the Toigo Fellowship, the conferences, the research and work that is happening has made a huge difference in our area.
5 years from now, I see the Toigo Foundation with more alumni who successfully have achieved and expanded and ascended in their careers. And the Toigo Foundation, as a result of having such a successful alumni base, will no longer have to justify or explain why it's important to have diverse talent.
It's well organized, it's well run, it has very good leadership. And I know from my experience as a journalist that since it's been in operation, that I hear a lot more talk among people in finance and allied industries than I ever did before.
The Toigo Foundation is committed to the education and preparation of young talent, presenting the full range of opportunities available to them to fulfill a successful career in finance. Not only do we embrace the student who has committed to and pursuing a career in finance, but we also welcome those bright individuals who have decided for the first time that this is a career for them, helping them to best apply the many talents they carry with them from employment in other industries. These messages highlight just a few of the many reasons that the Toigo Foundation is passionate about our work to affect positive change in our industry, and why we work so tirelessly to promote the many successes of our talent. We invite you to become engaged with Toigo at any level, whether as a donor, a mentor, or a recruiter of Toigo talent. Our work is continuous, but the possibilities are endless.